1722.
It's time for Jim Irwin to do a look at the sports, and then we're going to, for the final time, liquidate Ohio State if we have time.
I do want to tell you that both Mike Hegan and Hank Stoddard wanted to come down here to say goodbye to you, but they just didn't feel it was worth the effort.
I know. Didn't even
send a long walk.
It's a long walk.
But it's a long way from our office.
Oh, yeah, it is 100 feet. You're right. Well, tell them that I really think they're wonderful guys.
Oh, wait a minute, don't say anything.
I've enjoyed
I lied about
working with them, and
they're coming in here in a minute, John, after a while, John. They'll be down after a while to say goodbye to you. I didn't want to.
Oh,
I don't want to get them in trouble.
No, well, I wouldn't expect you to come in here, and even on a guy's last day, to be sincere.
Why ruin the pattern of
That's
the whole
true.
thing, right?
It wouldn't be you. It wouldn't be you if you came in here and patted a guy in the back.
I do have some sincere news here that's probably a little bit upsetting to a baseball fan. Major League Baseball players reportedly will vote tomorrow to strike, and the date very likely will be May 23rd. Compensation for free agents is the issue. The owners feel they should be compensated for any player they lose in the annual re-entry draft with a premium player from the selecting club. The strike was averted last May when settlement of the compensation issue was put off so it could be studied and worked on by committees on both sides. Marvin Miller, the head of the Players Association, left New York today to meet with Major League player representatives in Tampa tomorrow. Maybe you could report back on that. At the conclusion of their meeting, the UPI sports editor Milton Richmond says they will announce that the owner's present proposal is unacceptable, and if no agreement is reached within the next 90 days, they will strike. Don Parcher, the general counsel for the Players Association, says it's extremely unlikely the players will vote to accept the present proposal. A spokesman for the owners, Ray Greavy, says it would be most regrettable if the players do schedule a strike. Related issue, 11 pitchers and 2 catchers showed up for the Brewers' first spring workout today, but manager Buck Rogers was home in California with a bad back. Among the early arrivals were 2 veteran pitchers, Mike Caldwell and Moose Haas, who were not scheduled to show up until Friday, but they were there today, which shows that they're probably very excited about the coming season. Basketball tonight at the Arena. Marquette will go against Loyola. Loyola may be a club that will surprise the Marquette Warriors. Loyola is 12-12 on the season, but they lost 8 of their first 12 games and have come back to win 8 of their last 12. So they are 12-12 for the season. Marquette, on the other hand, is 16-9, and the Marquette Warriors have lost their last 3 in a row. So they need a rally here tonight and change things around. We'll check other news.
I got a problem.
What's the problem?
I mean, I've been doing this show for about 8 years now, or 9, and we've always had a sponsor on the sports, but evidently they like the way that I read it, and they decided that it's not worth it anymore, Jim. I don't know how to tell you this, but there's no sponsor.
You left, and there is no sponsor.
Yeah. See, you thought your sports department was what they were buying, but the marching band didn't show up, none of that stuff.
What was the sponsor that's not here today?
Well, I can't say. If they want to pay, I mean, used to be the folks out in Oconomowoc there.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be a great deal of work on your part to get those people down there to come all the way up here to Oconomowoc. Yeah, but because they definitely will get lost between here and Oconomowoc.
Yeah, but I mean the directions that they had on that ad anyway, you get lost just getting there from Pewaukee even. So it'd be the same difference from Tampa.
Shall I just press ahead as if we had a sponsor?
I'll get a marching band to make up for it.
I could say something like, "Thank you, John," which would do actors. Those who just tuned in would say, "Well, they must have just done a commercial."
You want to do that?
Yeah, just give me the last 3 lines.
I got even better than that. Oh. Now, once again, here's Jim Irwin.
Thank you, John. The owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't want to come down here and do this show anyway. Ted Stepien says he's considered several cities as possibilities to switch his NBA franchise. If you all folks would listen in at 6:15, we have the sports for you. I just want to say, John, I wish you luck and health down in Florida.
Oh, thank you. And when you come down to do the Tampa Bay Buccaneer games, you'll come down like on a Saturday, right?
Don't call me. Don't call me for tickets,
I'm not going to call you for tickets. I'm going to have a whole section.
You get a card section, will you? Get across the way there.
You say, Jim Irwin, the pain in the... And then we'll need another section there. Then we'll say, hi, Gordon, and stuff like that in the card section.
That would be good. Even if you don't have them, see, this is radio, and we can pretend they were there. Sure. They'll never know the difference.
Say it's done in green and everything.
I heard Gordon on the air with you a while ago. I thought that was real tasteful, the way he did that.
That was on tape. He taped that 10 years ago. I was hoping I'd leave one day.
I said when you and I came here 12 years ago, I would outlast you. I said, you can't hold a job.
And you're right. I just can't hold a job, and you're outlasting me, and I knew one of us would go all the way.
Good luck to you, John.
Thank you very much, Jim. I do have a marching band here. This is not appropriate for this day, but this is just a sort of a lot of people would say inappropriate day. It's evidently appropriate to my career, and I just want to play again another tape that we've had some fun with over the years. I particularly, because I went to Ohio State. Play that down in Tampa because half the state of Ohio lives in Tampa now. And if you lived in Ohio, you would do, folks. 23 after 5. Now, here's Pamela checking traffic again.
All lanes are open, but the pace is still slow west on 94 through the Marquette and continuing west through the stadium. That is the only slow-moving traffic area we've got, though the volume is moderate north on 43 and south on 94. Light moderate on the 894 bypass. So traffic shaping up pretty well for the end of the rush hour. I'll have one other look at traffic after the news.
This one brought to you by Firestone, your one-stop tire and service center. Winter, who can figure it? Put your snow tires on too early, and the tread can wear away before the first flake falls. Put them on too late, and you're sliding through the... What is this word here, guys?
Snow.
What?
Snow.
Oh, yeah, snow. That's white stuff, isn't it? Falls from...
Yeah, flaky.
We prepared you around with Firestone's all-season steel-belted radial that tracks 12. It's designed for continuous use to grip in rain or that other stuff, yet run quietly on dry roads. As inexpensive as $43 for a P155/80R13 white wall, plus a $1.51 federal excise tax and an old tire off your Sherman tank. Buy them today at Firestone. From magnetic tuning probes to infrared analyzers, today's cars demand high-technology equipment, the kind you'll find at Firestone. For instance, a gas-saving electronic ignition tune-up is only $32.88 for a 4-cylinder American car. Why trust your car to outdated equipment when Firestone has the right tools? While you're in, ask about the convenient 90-day credit plan. 525. Temperature, 41 degrees. Paul Joseph is the only one I've yet to confront here before we get out of this place here. And I think I'd like to hear this one more time. This has been a great joy to me. This is an event that occurred on this radio station, could perhaps only have occurred on this radio station. A part of what you're going to hear was recorded somewhere in Brazil or someplace. The rest of it was done over a telephone from a tool and die shop in the northwest end of Milwaukee. It's a Christmas song, so just so you know that, it's a little out of place, but since it's my last day, they can't fire me for anything I play today. Ladies and gentlemen, from Atkinson and 31st Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, along with Jose Feliciano, the Tool Craft Company Singers.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Toledo cuando felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Toledo cuando felicidad.
Give yourselves a hand, guys. Come on, hey! Hey! We were just talking about that tape. That's going to be fun to play in Tampa, Florida, because there are a lot of Spanish-speaking people in Florida, and they will probably come and lynch me.
Or fracturing the Spanish language is what they'll lynch you for.
I wonder if they'd find that to be funny, you know.
I want to contradict something that Jim Irwin said.
What?
He said something about the sports department was going to come down here and say goodbye, but they didn't figure it was worth the trouble. Is that what he said?
He said something like that. And this is Mike Hegan's voice, folks, for those of you who didn't recognize it. He's on tape today, too.
I have been listening since 2:30 to 10 years of lowlights. And
I've been playing a lot of lulls today, yeah.
I thought it is not without some coincidence that I wore a pink shirt today.
Not without some coincidence.
Yes, I did wear a pink shirt.
And now you came down the hall to give me a kiss, right?
Yes. Now I have a good reason. No, I wanted to stop in before you did leave officially and say how much I enjoyed working with you. I had a good time with you for a lot of years, and I really enjoyed it. Not to get maudlin about it,
Thank you.
Sure. And I'll give you the kiss when you get off the air.
Just like last night, huh?
No, better than last night, Ken. I also want you to know...
Keep going, because Parcher's in his chair, so he's got to do the news next, so I want to see him going.
I also want you to know how short your memory is.
What's that?
The Ohio connection. Don't you remember that I'm from Ohio, or would you sooner forget? I don't know. What?
Well, we've all been trying to forget Ohio. Now Ohio forgot you.
Good luck, Jonathan.
Okay, thank you, Mike. 5:30 now on the final Greenhouse program, the last half hour coming up here, and then I'll be on the far side of the hill.
Green, 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 on the far side of the hill. The green, green, are blowing away to where the last victory has been. WTMJ, Milwaukee.
Edelman accepts competitors' dry cleaning coupons. Price should never keep you from enjoying quality at Edelman.
Milwaukee firemen will meet this weekend to decide whether to authorize their leadership to call a strike. 41 degrees at WTMJ, I'm Don Parcher. The current contract runs out Saturday at midnight. Union leaders say there's a good chance of a walkout. The firemen are demanding the same pay police get, something the city's been unwilling to give until now. But WTMJ has learned that the city will now offer the firemen gradual parity, ensuring them parity with police within the next 2 years. Alderman Sandra Ho, chairman of the Finance Committee, says it is now up to the firemen to decide whether to accept the offer.
We know what we are willing at this point to offer, and the union has to decide whether or not that is acceptable to them. I don't think anyone could say right now that yes, they would accept or not, or yes, they would go out on strike. But
the two sides get together at the bargaining table again tomorrow morning. WTMJ News Time, 5:32.
The news is brought to you by Iron Fireman, reminding you conserve, it's worth the energy. Latest U.S. Department of Energy tests show that modern oil and gas burners installed over the last 50 years generate only 50 to 65 cents worth of usable heat for every dollar you spend. However, the new Friedrich gas furnace from Iron Fireman gives you 80 cents on your dollar. I knew I'd get that wrong the last day. They corrected me beginning of this year. It's Frederick. The Frederick furnace is designed... What do I know about furnaces? I'm over to Florida. The Frederick furnace is designed and engineered to achieve maximum energy output for your home and maximum savings for your pocketbook. Look at your heating bills. If you have oil heat, you can save more than 50% at current prices. If you own an average gas burner, you can save 20% by converting to an efficient Frederick furnace. You can have one of these money-saving systems installed in your home in just one day. So why wait?
You can start saving right away. Call Iron Fireman today at 273